Welcome back to Loadout Lounge. My name is Seth Nichols, and today I've got a treat for you. I got something in the mail, and it's sharp. Let's check it out. So I'm going to use my No Bother, which I've been carrying for a little while now that y'all have seen, especially since I've updated the sheath and updated the actual handle. It's worked really well. So let's open it up. Box is a little messed up. Oh well. I'm sure that what's inside is not messed up. Hopefully. Most of the time I don't keep the packaging anyways, so we got a few stickers. Ooh. Oh. See if I can get it out of here. Let's see here. Ooh. It actually feels pretty good in the hand. So we have the Kizer Baby, and it's got, oh, I don't think these go in the dark. Yeah, this doesn't go in the dark. Got the Kizer Baby here. I just it was on sale, and it was, I think, sub $40, right around $40. I don't remember exactly, but I just picked it up to try to replace my EDC Mode 1, which I have been carrying. It's right here actually. I've been carrying, but with the Mode 1, I've got a little, I don't know if y'all can see the actual blade slide through right there, and you can see it now, but it's sawing away at that nylon. And these are no longer made, and there's nobody making sheaths for this blade. So I'm trying to find a replacement for it, something that I can use, and I came with this. It's the Kizer Baby. This is 154 cm with a, I think the other variant or option you have is it's got a black coating on it and a black handle scale, and I didn't want a black blade just because I'm going to use this knife. It's a little bit thinner than I thought it might be, but it's really not that bad. Let's see if I can't open up the case a little bit though. All right. So we have the sheath. Nice. Okay, so the actual belt loop is adjustable. You got the vertical carry, you got the horizontal carry, and whatever in between. All you gotta do is just tighten up this one screw. I think I may try it just like this for now. We'll see. I may end up going with the Scout carry and put it in the small of my back, because it is kind of a thinner profile, but we'll see. Let's see here. It comes with a placard. Warranty, thank you for choosing Kizer product classes. Usage and care, and different stuff like that. That's kind of cool. Then you get a little cloth. I don't know what you would use that for. I just use my t-shirt or my pants. But if we compare this to the Mode 1 blade that I've been carrying, The mode one is a little bit longer, and the actual blade that you have, the actual edge, sharp edge you have, is a lot longer with the mode one. Yeah, at least an inch longer. And thickness, the mode one's going to be a little bit thicker. It's going to be heavier in that regard too. Now with the handles on the Kizer Baby, it's kind of a greenish tint, but it's see-through or clear. Whereas the other option for this blade is just straight black handle scales with a black painted or black coating on the blade itself. And I thought the silver stainless look would do me better as far as what this knife is going to be used for. I'm going to start using this pretty much every day instead of the mode one. Not that I don't like the mode one, I'm just afraid that one day I'm going to cut this all the way off because it's eating at the nylon and it's already almost halfway through or more. And once that's done, the sheath is pretty much useless. And I could probably mold my own or figure out a way to make one of my own, which I may end up doing eventually. But for now, we're just going to put this in the save for later drawer because it's not something I want to mess with right now. If we compare it to the No Bother, it's almost the same length with the paracord on it, but the blade length is a lot longer. It's definitely thinner than the No Bother. Let's see here. There's no flex. Yeah. I'm just going to have to carry it around and actually show y'all some usage of it, or me using it. Let's see if I can find something. So we'll just use the box that it came in because it's already torn up and messed up, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. It's fairly sharp out of the box. Let's see how sharp it is compared to this paper. Pretty sharp right out of the box. The only thing I'm not so sure about longevity wise is when you're pushing the knife into the sheath, sometimes it was catching on the edge and that'll dull the blade over time. And you can see some of the black rubbing off. That's a piece of the molded sheath where it got cut off. So with the blade length on the Kizer Baby, you've got 3.86 inches of blade. So quite a bit of blade. The overall length is 7.8 inches. And both handles on the different variants, the black and this transparent color, are G10. They're made out of G10. And both variants, the blade material is the 154 cm. So I went with the transparent handle scales and the non-coated blade just because I think it looks a lot cooler, and I'm really digging the G10. I'm really digging the G10 on this blade. They really did a good job. As far as the belt clip, just got a simple clip that does rotate. So definitely tighten that down. I'm definitely gonna have to tighten that down. But just a little hook that rotates. It's actually covered up by my shirt, which a lot of times I button up or I tuck my shirt in. So this definitely be visible. Yeah, definitely gonna have to tighten up that screw to make sure that it stays tight in the sheath, because that's definitely gonna slide around. So I'm definitely a big advocate for sheaths that you don't have to take the belt off. And that's something that you don't have to take the belt off for this sheath. A lot of times I'm taking the knife off if I'm going over or I'm at home for the day and I don't want to take my belt off. But let's see here. Yeah, so whenever you are messing with the sheath, you'll find out that it's not, you can't flip it around. So with the sheath, you're not going to be able to flip this belt loop around. So you're either going to have it this way on your belt, so it's going to be on your back like this, or in horizontal carry in the scout carry, or it's going to be a vertical carry on your right hip, more than likely. Just because the way the holster or the sheath is made, there's the two holes that mount the belt loop are on this side, but they're not over here. Unless, I might try and see if I can put these two screws here. If they go from here to there, then I'll add a clip of me doing that. But if they don't, then you're just stuck with that. Now you can get the ulti clip and attach here, and it could be in a pocket, which I may end up trying to do, and just put it in my right pocket. I may end up doing that because I do have an ulti clip that I can use. But other than that, Kizer Baby is a decent little blade. It's got a nice little point. The detail work is pretty good. It's got some jimping on top, and where your finger wants to sit, it's got some jimping on the bottom. So if you're doing some finer details that you need to be able to, you could even choke up here on the blade if you're doing some real fine stuff. What feels comfortable to me is having my pointer finger all the way up and my thumb on the top, and you can slide up and down. Maybe if you're doing some chop work or something, which I don't know if I would chop with this, honestly. It's kind of a thinner blade, but you come all the way down to there. May have to put a lanyard on there. It's got a lanyard hole, but I'll keep you updated. But this is the Kizer Baby, and I'll attach a link. It's not on sale anymore, but I'll attach a link on Amazon where I found it. So one thing that I did was I took off on the sheath. I told you I would add it. I took off the belt clip that they had on it because it just didn't work for me. I'm trying it for now and we'll see how it works, but it's worked so far. I've not had any trouble. But it goes in the pocket. It doesn't stick out very well. And the thing about these True Work pants is they're reinforced, where most people put their pocket knives and different stuff like that. It's reinforced, so it's even more rugged, and it's not going to wear away as much. So you don't have to do that with the ulti clips. I'm just wanting to save my fingernails and my fingers. But that is the ulti clip 3.0 or 3.3. I think it's a 3.0 on the sheath for the Kizer Baby. and it just goes right in the pocket. Now it does, the studs I have were a little bit longer than what I'd like, so I'm just using them for now. If I find some shorter screws, I will use those next. Not screws. If I find some shorter bolts later on, these bolts were the ones that came with my ulti-clip, and these are the ones that came with the Kizer Baby itself, and I just repurposed them. So they're still a little bit long, but they're not unbearable. I'm still able to put this knife into my pocket fairly easily, clamp it down, and then there's no trouble getting it in and out. Just like that. It almost looks like a tall pocket knife. If you put your shirt over it, you're not going to see it. A lot of times here lately, I tuck my shirt in my pants, so that would be visible, and it doesn't look as tactical as maybe a black handle. Some people might think it's not even a knife, but yeah, the Kizer Baby. If you like reviews like that over knives, different gear and different stuff like that, and you have some suggestions, let me know. I'm all the time trying to figure out what works best for me, and as I get older and as I've grown, the things I like have changed. I'm more simplistic now. I don't have all these different random doodads and doohickeys and random tools. I just find what works, and it doesn't stay the same long term. I'm sure some of y'all have had different tools or knives that you've had over the years, and you kind of stopped using them and found something else. So I think that's the way it is. The way the world works is you find something you like a little bit better, and you use that for a while until you find something else. So my EDC, my gear loadout is always changing, always evolving, just to see, and it makes it fit me personally. There's different things that I like better than y'all would. And there's different things that y'all like better than I would. So if there are things that you want me to try, let me know. Put it in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Definitely check out our adventure video that's coming out Friday. We're definitely going to keep posting videos on gear review and EDC review. I think what the plan is for the future, for now at least, is we're going to do 2 review videos a week. Something, or knives, pins, flashlights, just random EDC gear. And then we're also going to do an adventure video every Friday. Right now my wife and I and Rolo are going on trips pretty much every weekend, and it's not like long, week-long trips. It's overnighters, it's camping trips, or it's just being outdoors, paddleboarding on a lake. It's different stuff like that. A lot of y'all have really enjoyed those. I've enjoyed filming those. I enjoy filming the EDC stuff, but we want to just bring a plethora, a lot of different style videos for y'all to watch, and just join us in our adventures, because ultimately these videos are for my son and us to look back at when we're older and see all the different adventures that we did. And I'm hoping we continue this on for a long time, to where my son, when he gets older, can see all the different things that we did and just try remembering all the fun that we had. So if you enjoy these videos, just let me know. If there's something you want me to look at, also let me know. Be sure to go on to Facebook and search EDC Loadout Lounge and join our Facebook group for an easy community to find suggestions on what other people like. An easy and friendly community. Just, hey, what did you do today? Hey, how was this working for you? And if you see something in there, always ask questions like, what is this? It's the only way we're going to learn. And I do that all the time. I'll find a YouTube video like, what was this thing, or what was this, or how did you do this? And I'll do that on Facebook groups that I'm in as well. So it's the only way I've learned all those different things, is I was self-taught and YouTube taught, and just the internet is endless when it comes to information. So all right, well, that's all I got for you today. We will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.